going out, getting absolutely fucked up. I absolutely totaled it. I was going 147 miles an hour on the highway. Yeah, I was obliterated. Doing drugs, going to some fucking random dudes' apartments in downtown Chicago at like 7 a.m., still snorting lines with the homies talking about chicks we banged 6 years ago. Yeah, bro, that was the fun that I'm talking about. That shit sucked. Yo, what's going on, my bro? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about something that literally was destroying my life, and I felt like subconsciously I knew it was destroying my life, but hey bro, fun is fun, right? Every weekend we're going to go out with the boys, we're going to get absolutely fucked up, smashed, no fucks given, who cares about tomorrow, that type of deal. Yeah, so I went through that for like most of my life, bro, since I was like 14 till like 23. I'm 25 now. Well, this month I'll be turning 25 damn near. But yeah, man, we're gonna get right into it, dog. So you saw the title, Why Weekend Drinking Was Destroying My Life. That's what we're gonna talk about, and what happened when, you know, I broke free from that bullshit. So yeah, we're gonna break it down. First, I wanna tell y'all, holy shit, how it was. Not gonna lie to you, it was pretty fun. But you see, I don't think that the fun that I had was the fun that I like now, because the fun that I had back then was hedonism, going out, getting absolutely fucked up, trying to bang as many chicks as possible, but I'm always too damn drunk to even care about the chicks, and all I cared about was the alcohol drinking at that point, doing drugs, you know, going to some fucking random dudes' apartments in downtown Chicago at like 7 a.m., still snorting lines with the homies talking about chicks we banged 6 years ago. Yeah, bro, that was the fun that I'm talking about. That shit sucked, because the aftermath is absolutely terrible. Oh, homie, quick break, my G. Listen, dude, if any of the things that I'm already talking about are resonating with you and they're hitting you in the heart and you get exactly how that shit feels, you know, them weekend benders, how they fuck you up, they make you feel like shit, they don't make you feel like you're aligned with the version of yourself and you're struggling, bro, please subscribe, because I'm not gonna stop making these videos. I genuinely love to make these videos, and I love to make videos that are helping people literally just become better versions of themselves. Because of all the self-development that I've done, I know the impact mentally, physically, and spiritually it will have, because of how I feel based on my self-development. And keep watching, because we're gonna talk about how it's gonna affect your brain doing this shit every single week if you plan on doing it for the rest of your life, and how I was able to break free from the cycle. So keep watching. Love you, G. Woo! So yeah, man, real shit though, these moments of my life, going out, getting absolutely fucking wasted with my friends at the time, it destroyed my life. It destroyed my confidence. It destroyed my ambition. It destroyed my motivation. It destroyed my health. And I felt it as I was aging. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it, man. First, I wanna tell y'all the stories, because these stories are pretty fucking funny. Yeah, man, I've been through a lot of retarded, dumb shit because of alcohol and drugs. And you'd probably think, when I'm telling you these stories, why the fuck did you keep doing it? Bro, because I didn't care about myself. I didn't care about myself, man, when I was in my early 20s at all. All I cared about was banging chicks and just going out with the homies, getting drunk. I had no relationship with God. I had nothing really going for me other than working at LA Fitness. And I will say, it was okay. It was cool, you know. We're working at LA Fitness. I was one of the sales guys. I was actually the manager of the personal training directing department. So I managed all the trainers. I was pretty, like, bro, I don't even know how I managed to keep that job, because there's been times, bro, where I would get so fucked up that I wouldn't even show up to work. But the only reason why they kept me was because I was good at my job and I was good at closing people. It's literally why. Because I was good at closing and I actually love what I do. And these people, my managers, knew that. You know, and they knew that they weren't gonna find anybody better than me, because I was always selling the most in the whole entire district. Like, I was hitting big months. So they didn't want to get rid of me. That's the only reason why I kept my job and I was able to sustain my, you know, degenerate habits. So yeah, man, these stories, bro, shit. Well, let's start off with the one when I turned 21. Bro, I turned 21. I had a beautiful car. It was a Cadillac ATS 2.0T. It was so nice, bro. I miss that car still to this day, homie. And I absolutely totaled it. I was going 147 miles an hour on the highway. Yeah, I was obliterated. On my 21st birthday, we went to a bowling alley. And yeah, bro, the only thing that we were bowling were fucking shots down our throats. And then we ended up buying like 20 of them gallon keg things. Beer, yeah. No bueno, bro. And yeah, totaled my car. I've done a lot of dumb shit. You know, every time we would go out, it was always like us as coworkers. We would go out, we would get fucked up, and it was fun. But bro, I'm gonna tell you how I felt after the fun, because that feeling was worth more to me than the fun after I had the fun. I felt like after a weekend bender, after I would go out, I'd get absolutely shit-faced. I felt like what I was doing wasn't aligning with the version of myself that God wanted me to be. I felt like I knew I needed to stay sober. I knew I needed to get sober, and I knew I just needed to become a better version of myself. And bro, I was depressed, I was anxious, I was sad, I would cry after these benders because of all the dopamine spikes, right? When you get fucking smashed, when you're drinking all this alcohol, you're doing drugs, you're on a hunt to search for chicks, your dopamine, bro, is gonna go so high. And then what happens is it crashes down. And that crash would last like the whole entire week for me. So I'd be at work just anxious all the damn time. And I didn't realize how much alcohol and drugs and just dopaminergic activities that were self-sabotaging affected my life. Like, once I quit going out every single weekend, once I quit alcohol, like, you know, never drinking, holy shit, I feel so much better now, bro. Like, I can wake up and I feel like I have a purpose. I know that I'm doing what God wants me to do. And I slipped up sometimes, you know, within my sobriety. I might slip up in the future, who knows? But I know that me being sober, it just feels a lot better. And it keeps me more inclined to be sober. Really. Like, it just would ruin me, bro. Every time I would go out, I would get absolutely smashed. Man, bro, it sucked. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, them weekend benders, them weekend warrior bullshits, it absolutely sucked. So what we're actually going to get into, you know, I just want to tell you a couple of my stories. What we're actually going to get into is a Mara board that I'm going to create literally right now. We're going to be going over what happens when you drink to the brain, what happens to your motivation and your ambition, and how drinking, like quitting it every single weekend and just quitting it in general, not drinking like barely, never, rarely, changed my life. Let's get into it. Woo! We're gonna get right in tune with it, man. So yeah, bro, I used to go out and I used to party hardy, dog. Yup, I used to get absolutely obliterated every single week. And I've learned a lot. Every single week, every single weekend. Yeah, and it taught me a lot about how alcohol affects your brain, how drugs affect your brain, because now I don't do that shit no more. Okay? So how quitting weekend drinking changed my brain and my overall life. So this was about last year. I was depressed as shit. I did not like who I was. And I just was not happy, bro, internally with myself. Every time I would wake up, I would feel shame. I would feel regret. I wouldn't really remember much. And I felt dirty inside. Like, actually, I felt dirty because I love to work out. I love to look like this. I love to feel good. I love to look good. And I love to set the tone and set an example, not just for my clients, my mom, the people I meet in real life, and most importantly, my baby boy, my son. Okay? So yeah, man, this is when I was binge drinking. And this is me alcohol free. Okay?
So yeah, we're gonna get right into it with it, homie. Now, what alcohol does to your brain? Alcohol is poison. Okay, it is called ethanol. Alcohol is literally poison. What it does to you, first of all, is it completely stops the way your metabolism normally acts. So what I mean by this is when you're drinking, when you're getting drunk, your kidney and your body is like, what the fuck is this in here? We need to get this shit out of here. So what happens, this is why you piss so much when you're drinking, is your body completely stops burning fat as energy, and it takes all of its energy to getting this poison out. This is why you're pissing so much, because your kidney is literally like, what the fuck, bro? I do not know what this is, but we need to get it out of here. So yeah, this was me every single weekend, looking like this dude, G. For real. Like, it's, people think this shit's fun, and it was fun, but bro, it's embarrassing. Really, it's embarrassing. That's why you're watching this, because you want to change this shit. Okay? So what alcohol does is it causes neurotransmitter damage. Literally neurotransmitter damage. So the way your brain works. Alcohol hijacks dopamine. Dopamine is a neuromodulator, and its main role in our brain is motivation. Motivation, feel good, and craving. That is what dopamine's main job and role is. Okay? So yeah, it hijacks dopamine. It's instantaneous dopamine, which is going to cause you to feel a temporary high, right? Dopamine goes super high when you're drinking. You're getting drunk. You're like, yeah, let's go. Let's get fucked up. Next thing you know, the next day, fuck, I'm hungover. I feel like shit. I'm depressed. I'm sad. I'm crying. Yeah. And that lasts a lot longer than the feeling good part. Yeah. All right. It boosts GABA, which helps you sleep. It helps you relax. It helps you chill. And it literally makes you escape reality. That's why honestly, bro, alcohol does work so well for stress and anxiety, because alcohol does that to us. It makes us feel good. It makes us calm. It makes us loose. But there's a price to pay after. It lowers your baseline level of motivation. This is why the next day you don't want to do shit when you're hungover. It's not just because you're dehydrated. It's literally because your brain is like, what the fuck? And it's trying to go back to homeostasis. Homeostasis is the normal, it's normal. That's like where your brain's baseline everything is. It's normal. And it's trying to go back to homeostasis. So it lowers baseline motivation, increases anxiety, and it makes discipline, doing the things that we need to do, regardless if we feel like doing it or not, really hard. It just fucks you up, bro. You will not be the best version of yourself if you're doing this shit every single weekend. Trust me. I know. Based on what y'all saw, I know. Messes with your clarity and decision making. Brother, I've totaled cars. I've gotten DUIs. I've hurt people. I've done shit that I've regretted. And you've done the same. Why do you think that is, bro? Because alcohol literally essentially possesses you into a version of yourself that does dumb shit. This is why alcohol is the number one cause of death when it comes down to drugs. Alcohol is a drug, by the way. It's the most dangerous drug. So yes, it affects your clarity and decision making. Weekend drinking is going to fog your mental clarity for 2 to 14 days, depending on how long you decided to keep the bender going. So this is literally why you're anxious. And I'm going to tell you something right now. A chronic drinker, people think of the word chronic as an alcoholic. No, brother, look this up. A chronic drinker needs to only drink 6 drinks a week. It's like the average American. So we're all chronically drinking. This is why everybody has anxiety, because your brain is always trying to go to homeostasis. When it's doing that, it's pumping out cortisol, which is the stress hormone that causes you to feel stressed out. Understand what I'm saying? This is why you're anxious, bro. Cut out drinking and your anxiety will probably go away. I guarantee you. Because I know I've been through all this. Okay? It slows down your reaction time. It makes you stupider. Alcohol makes you stupider, even when you're coming down from the high, even when you're sober. Okay, like I said, it takes 2 to 14 days for your brain to go back to homeostasis. Reduces mental sharpness, so you're not going to be articulate, you're not going to be quick, you're not going to be effective, efficient with how you speak, with how you move. And it makes it a lot harder to focus on your goals. Because alcohol doesn't give a shit. It hijacks your dopamine, hijacks your motivation hormone, hijacks your drive. So remember this when you're going out, bro, every single weekend. Memory and self-control. This is the one that gets all of us, man. Oh, what happened last night? I blacked out. Oh my gosh. You know, you come back home and you got like 15 scratches on your car. You're like, holy shit. Why did I drive? Why did I go out? Hurt short-term memory, right? Again, makes you stupider. Makes you break promises to yourself, man. And here's the thing. You want to be confident? The number one determiner that's going to depict if you're confident or not is going to be you keeping promises to yourself, homie. You got to keep promises to yourself. So if you keep saying after these benders, after you're getting absolutely fucking wasted on the weekend, oh, I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. And then you go out the next weekend, that's you lowering your confidence because you can't even keep the promises to yourself. Think about it, bro. If you had a friend and you tell them to meet you at the gym and they don't show up the first time, you're like, okay, mistakes happen. But then you guys reschedule another gym sesh and he doesn't show up again, you're going to be like, what the fuck? I don't have no confidence in this dude anymore. I don't trust him anymore. That's exactly what you're doing to yourself. Every time you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you're losing confidence in yourself subconsciously. Understand what I'm saying, right? Your confidence is going to drop because you feel out of control. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you feel like you need to stop drinking, then fucking stop. Take a break. Alcohol will never go away. All right? And the more you take a break from it, the more you realize how great your life is sober. Because dopamine is restored. Everything in life will feel better. Feels good to be sober, man. This is the big one, by the way. What we're about to talk about, this is the big thing right here. The big one. The physical transformation, the visible change. Brother, I'm going to tell you these stories, okay? So, this picture. This was me when I used to work at LA Fitness. I had terrible acne. Absolutely terrible acne. And I was depressed. I was anxious. I mean, bro, like there's just shit that alcohol does to you that will make it add up to have like more anxiety. Like the acne caused me to have anxiety. The come downs every single weekend caused me to have anxiety. Yeah, this is terrible. And cortisol causes you to keep body fat on your body because your body's thinking, holy shit, we need to keep body fat on us because we're in a fight or flight situation. So that's exactly what alcohol does to you. It causes acne, and it makes it 10 times harder to actually lose body fat. All right. Now, let's take a look at me when I'm sober, dog. Look at my skin, G. Look at my skin, homie. Clear skin, man. Your skin's gonna clear up because your hormones are not out of whack. It's all over the place. All right. You're gonna get shredded accidentally. Because your ghrelin, which is a hunger hormone, all the hormones are going to regulate, and your body is actually now fully capable of losing and burning fat for energy. Plus, you're also going to be able to build muscle because I did not mention this, but when you drink alcohol, your body literally will stop building muscle. Alcohol is catabolic. Catabolic stands for breakdown. It causes your body to go into a complete catabolic state, meaning you're going to be breaking down everything. Okay. So yeah, energy and recovery. You're going to notice you're going to have so much more energy because Your neurotransmitters are now back at homeostasis. Your hormones are now back at homeostasis. Your recovery is going to be a lot faster. I remember, bro, when I would have injuries, like let's say I had a cut on my finger, when I would drink, that cut would not heal at all. This is how much I would drink. I would notice shit like this. But then when I stopped drinking, my cuts, my injuries will start to recover a lot quicker. Your sleep is going to improve. Oh my gosh, I get amazing sleep now because I'm sober. Right? And keep in mind, bro, I am not perfect. I have slipped up and I've gotten drunk and I've drank over this last year. All right. But I would say this whole entire year, I'm probably 80. No, not even 80, like 95% I'm sober the whole time. Every time I drank, I'd always feel like shit after, and I kind of regret it because I'm like, dude, I like my life better sober. Sobriety is king. Sobriety, you just feel better. This is the way God wants us to live. Okay? So your sleep is going to improve instantly. You're going to wake up with real energy. You're not going to need to go straight to the caffeine. I do this shit recreationally. I enjoy caffeine. I don't need caffeine. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know who I am. Johnny Boy got the energy. Right? Your workouts are going to feel absolutely phenomenal because your motivation, your dopamine, you're getting dopamine from good things like working out. Your nervous system is not going to be fried. You're just going to feel better. Okay? Your body composition will change. You're going to end up getting a little bit leaner. You're going to feel a little bit more buffer. Feel a lot better. Cutting alcohol eliminates empty calories. It's going to lower inflammation. Okay? Your digestion is going to improve. Your physique is going to tighten up. Metabolism is going to speed up again. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. I mean, bro, this is me when I'm like drinking all the damn time. And this is me today. Sober. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol is poison, brother. And finally, the mental and emotional shift. This is going to be the real transformation. Okay, this is me, my baby boy, man. What drinking less did to me mentally, my confidence came back because now I know when I say I don't want to drink today, it's really easy. I don't fucking want to drink today because, bro, now I associate not alcohol with the feeling good. I associate it with the shame and the guilt and the fucking 4 to 6 days of feeling like shit. I wake up proud instead of ashamed. I'm keeping promises to myself. I actually trust myself again. When I say I'm going to do something, I fucking do it now because I built that. I built that muscle. Confidence is nothing but a muscle, right? I have more self-worth. Now when I drink alcohol, I feel like I'm disrespecting myself. Some people, they don't feel that way. I used to not give a shit about my self-worth. I used to put drugs in my nose, drugs in my body, drinking, sex with multiple women. And my self-worth was crushed. But now I feel great because I take care of my body. Okay? And most importantly, bro, I'm a better role model to my baby. My son needs a good role model in his life. And truly, dude, I don't want to be the dad that drinks alcohol. I don't want to drink around my son. I never do. Honestly, I don't want my son to even know that I was how I was back then, right? I'm a good role model because truth is, bro, I didn't grow up with the father. So I want to make sure that I can be the best role model to my baby boy. And dude, your ambition is going to get reborn, baby. I'm so ambitious. Every time I wake up, I'm like, I pray to Jesus. I read the Bible. Straight to work. You know what I'm saying, bro? And I love this. Like, I'm making this video, and there's so much dopamine flowing through me, bro. Motivation flowing through me, bro, because I love to do this. I love to make educational content, and I love to help you become better, bro, because my ambition's reborn. All right? I'm delegating all my dopamine into things that are actually good for me. Your dopamine's going to stabilize. Your hunger to win as a man is going to come back. You know what I'm saying? You're going to feel like, I got to go freaking do this and 100 push-ups and I got to go on a 10-mile run, bro. It feels so good to be sober. You start working on your goals again. We all have goals, but understand this. If you're not willing to sacrifice for your goals, homie, well, guess what? Your goals are going to become the sacrifice. So I decided to sacrifice alcohol, which is not really even a sacrifice because it was poisoning me, right? You stop wasting weekends and start building your future. Brother, 2 times 4 is 7. It's actually 8. It's 8. Those are 8 days out of the month that you can delegate towards yourself, and you're wasting all that away. Think about it. That's over a week. You're fucking yourself up. Plus, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those days you're coming down from alcohol, so you're not even performing at your 100. You're not at 100 the whole entire month. Okay? This one thing will change your life. Cut it out, bro. It's garbage. And finally, dude, spiritual clarity. You're going to feel more connected to Jesus, to God. Because I know internally, my intuition tells me that God does not want me to drink. Matter of fact, it goes against God to get drunk. You know, Jesus made water into wine. Bro, that does not mean that he wants you to get drunk. Getting drunk is literally a sin. It's called drunkenness. We do not want to do that. You're going to feel more aligned with God. You're going to feel less guilt. You're not going to feel guilty about your decisions. You're going to have more direction. You're going to have more peace in your life and less chaos because you're not an idiot. You're not self-sabotaging, brother. Okay. But I was really excited to make this video because this right here changed my life, truly. Just cutting out alcohol, drinking less, not drinking, changed my life. All right. So, hey, man, if you felt like this, hit you, gave you some value, like this video, subscribe, share with somebody that drinks a bit too much. And hey, man, if you feel like you need some help, you don't really know how to cut out this vice, it's really holding you back from your higher self, book a one-on-one mentorship call with me and see if you qualify for my one-on-one coaching so we can get you right. I love you, and let's crush this winter, bro. 2026 is right around the corner. Let's get it.